Did you know that referees are often stronger than the fighters themselves? Fighters sometimes lose control and lash out at referees, but it's not about referees defending themselves. The real issue is that not every fighter knows the stop signal. Sometimes, even after winning, a fighter stays in a rage and keeps striking a helpless opponent. In situations like this, referees are absolutely required to stop the fight by any means necessary, and that's when they have to use force. Sometimes they literally jump in, take sides against the fighter, and strike the winner until he finally calms down. This happens rarely and usually shocks people, but it's always been this way. For example, there's a very old recording where a fighter got way too cocky and started acting aggressively toward the referee. The ref responded with an incredibly clean throw. The fighter took that as a green light, like, so the ref is fair game now, and went back to beating the opponent on the ground. But the referee knew his job and did what had to be done, despite how ugly the moment was. And sometimes it gets even stranger. Fighters actually confuse the referee for their opponent and start grappling with him, while the real opponent just walks around the octagon watching it all happen. And the funniest part is, the referee wins. He walks off to celebrate while the cornerman finished doing his job. But sometimes it's not a mistake. The fighter deliberately attacks the referee. In those cases, the referee needs a neck of steel so the cornerman can step in to help. Have you noticed that sometimes referees purposely fall along with the losing fighters? This is also a defense tactic. The attacker won't strike on the ground when there's a risk of hitting the ref and getting disqualified. What about the moment when a referee blocked the final deadly strike with a kick? Sometimes referees save the lives of the losing fighters. In the ring, fighters lose all control. They're in full rage mode. If you think about it, they're basically doing a police officer's job. They know how to neutralize an aggressor. Without them, only the most unhinged fighters would ever step into the ring. And sometimes, even the referee can't stop a fighter in full rage. But in these situations, fighters are like soccer players on the field. They provoke force themselves, then complain about getting hurt or claim they can't continue because of the referee. Like in this case, the referee literally stopped the fight because he himself injured the fighter, though it was fair and justified. In this example, the fighter dominated his opponent so completely and didn't want to stop. Let's just say he got carried away. The fight was spectacular. They battled on their feet, it was intense and vivid. But after the knockout, the winner couldn't be stopped. The referee had to step in and subdue him personally, literally choking him out. Yes, the fighter won, but do you think this is even normal?